Well, greetings everyone. Yeah, it's the day after the race and want to have an extra day to have for my mama. Yes, well, my Honda New Toronto video gets loaded in. So let's go. See what lies inside this thrift store. Gotcha. Here we are. I'm at that thrift store. Unfortunately, I can't really buy much because, well, I'll be having limited space in our car. Try to look for bags for my Video 8 camera. Yeah, there's not much here in this section. Here are the movies. Yeah, there's a bunch of VHS movies out there and DVDs and Blu-rays. Yeah, much better than streaming. And not to mention, you can get like DVDs and VHS tapes for cheap at any thrift store. Yeah. But anyways, let's see what they got in the toys section. Yeah, I usually go into the toy section to see if they have any Nerf guns or any collectible items. Yeah, there's not much there. And there's, well, not much of interest, but wait, there's Jenga Boom, and behind there's a Star Wars battleship game. Yeah, we decided to go to another thrift store, the Value Village in Scarborough. Hopefully I'll find some good electronics here, yeah. In case you're wondering, no, I still haven't gone to the Free Geek since that's a very long drive from where one of my brothers lives. So basically just wait in the shade for my mama to arrive. Yeah, if this place has copyrighted music playing in the background as well, I'm gonna have to mute it. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, I have to stay with my family at all times. Because, yes, even with phones, it's still easy to get lost in the big city, apparently. Unless you have tracking devices, yeah, not much in the board game section. Yeah, there's the books section. Books. Let's see if they got any valuable games here. Yeah, I got some Blu-rays. And here are the games. Sadly, not much of value here. There's a bunch of sports games I have no intention on selling. But there is one game of interest, though. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004. Yeah, I'll be getting that. There's also a bunch of Star Wars books here, so much so that you can fill a library with them. And oh, looky here! There's the OG book that the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six games are based on. Yeah, the Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six games are not the first Tom Clancy games, as The Hunt for Red October predated it. Let's have a look at the electronics. I always like looking at the electronics section in Value Village. Yeah, stereo systems, a bunch of DVD players and VCRs that I sadly can't bring with me on the trip. And oh look, there's a Sony DVD recorder. A shame I already got one in black. Yeah, and there's a Zenith VCR. There's a lot of odd stuff here. And I looked at a Samsung DVD player down there and I thought it was a new one, but it wasn't. Oh, and there's also a red Wii that's still in the box. Sadly, I cannot buy that because I don't have the space for it, but it was pretty cool though. getting to see a Wii in the box. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's that DVD player that I thought was a new on units. But it doesn't have the front controller ports, although you're not going to be lucky enough to find a new on unit here. So let's move on. I did, however, got myself a micro USB cable. Yeah. Thumbs up, it's still in the box. Yeah, it's literally brand new. So, that is it for this Value Village. Here's what I got. Yep, I got that Star Wars Battleship game. And underneath the Formula 1 car is the other stuff that I got. Yeah, I got some DVDs. And there you go. That is my thrifting haul. Anyways, let's head on over to the Japanese dollar store, shall we? Here we are. That's the store I talked about. Omomo. Yeah. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, this is the Japanese dollar store. Yeah, I usually hide away other people for personal reasons because I don't want to censor any faces. Yeah, there's no service animals. Well, no pets allowed, but service animals are welcome. And it even has a Japanese text there, see, look. That's how you know it's Japanese. While entering, the place gives off a good mood, and yeah, it does match that Japanese aesthetic. Alrighty, let's see what's there. Yeah, there's dishes. Not interested in those. Yeah, this is usually the cooking aisle. Yeah, got some rice cookers from the looks of it, and it wouldn't be the stuff that I would have any interest in. I'm not an expert in cooking or anything like that. Yeah, I've got some Hello Kitty merch. Because Hello Kitty's still a big thing in Japan. Yeah. And I have to escort the other people around. Yeah. Got some action figures there. Yeah, that's the action figure aisle. And model kits. Ooh. Now this is what took me a while. Yeah, they got a lot of good model kits there. They got a K-Truck, and I even found a Honda Life step fan. So yeah, a lot of good choices. And yes, they even have Gunplas. There's a lot of Gunplas there. And they have the snap kits. Yeah, like, there's a section for the snap kits there, and the snap kits are in the model car aisle. Yeah, there's a lot of good Gunplas there. Yeah, I wouldn't have the time to build one of these kits, but they're still really cool though. I'd love to get one of them sometime. Here's what I got at the Japanese store. Yeah, those candies, one of those is for the kiddies. Well, little kids, the nephew and niece that I supposedly have, but I got the overly complicated beverage. Yeah, like, it's an elaborate Rube Goldberg way to open it. But it's pretty good though. And I did get this. I did get one of the snap kits. Because if you're in a Japanese store, you have to buy a model kit. That's kind of how it goes. Yeah, they only had one of these in Millennium Jade Green. One of these, only one. And for the price, it's an absolute steal. Well, it's more expensive than the cars in this scale that aren't already assembled, but it's cheaper than most model kits that I've seen that have glue together parts. But this one, no glue, no painting. Yeah, I never do well with glue and painting, I'm sorry. Like, glue and painting has been kind of hard for me to do. Yeah, this is supposed to be a 1:32 scale car. A shame they didn't have any Miatas though. But anyways, here's the drink that I got. And also at the Japanese store I got this rather sweet but complicated and hard to open drink. Yeah, like, I've never seen a drink like this. Well, at least the bottle caps. Well, it's a pineapple flavored fizzy drink, which is not much special, but it's got a rather unique way of opening it. See? I'm gonna try some right now. Yeah, it's decent. It's a good drink. And yeah, every time you drink it, the ball bearing goes back up. Yeah, I definitely give this an 8 out of 10. Still pretty good though. But it's really hard to drink. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Here's the poutine that I got from the race yesterday. Yeah, I missed out on the USF Pro 2000's second race. And I missed out on the other one as well. But I did get a poutine from Duck.
You know, that's the thing.
Poutine. Yeah, the Duck Poutine place. So let's see what it's like.
Say, okay, come with the good.
Yeah. Not bad.
They think it's the same thing.
Government accounting's always been a little funny. I hope he makes it a little bit more interesting.
When I talk to somebody about that, they say you make $4,000. Spend $40.
Definitely give it a 9 out of 10. Easily one of the more unique poutines I got. So yeah, that's that. On to the race.